I wish there was an easy answer, but it really just comes down to just seeing the numbers. At the end of the day, I just wasn't getting big wins like I used to. Yep. If I was, I'd have kept pressing.
Welcome everyone. Today I have a very great guest named Alex, aka TAGRTrades. He's been trading for over 10 years full time. Alex, welcome back to the show, bro.
Glad to be here, man.
Awesome. Well, I really want to dive into what has been your biggest loss?
Yeah, so the biggest loss for me was at the end of, we're in 2021, kind of after the crazy COVID bull market. Took a string of really outsized losses that I hadn't had in a while. And then not only that, but it was the change of the market when I wasn't able to make those gains back or make those losses back quickly. And I was actually stuck in a kind of a long drawdown period that I hadn't been at in really long, as long as I could remember. And it was kind of a rude awakening for me.
When you say it was a big loss, like give us some perspective. Like, did I get rid of like a days of gains of work? Was it like a month, a week? What was that like?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the actual numbers, it was probably like only like 2 weeks worth of gains.
Yep.
But again, the hard part was getting those that in the big bull that we were in. It was easy to make those losses back up, and I could get back in the game and then kind of go attack right after it. It got really hard to re-attack at that point, and so I was kind of stuck essentially for a while, which was hard mentally for me.
What do you mean by like it was easier then and then things just took a shift?
Yeah, so there for a while everyone was, it was breakouts galore. I feel like everyone was trading. Breakouts worked. You could trade them, and then if they didn't, you could even add, wait for some kind of support level and take it and kind of trade your way out of it. And that's kind of what I got used to doing, was trading my way out of problems there for a while. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of the first time where really realized that things had shifted.
Yep. Why do you said something about like it's really buying on pullbacks at other key levels of support? What does that even mean? Because someone out there is probably listening to this and they're probably like, key level support, like what is that?
Yeah, so for a while, you could consider support and resistance flips. So you could have a stock that was consolidating for a while, and it would break out, and it would maybe retest that breakout level, which would become support.
Yep.
And then it would just kind of bounce right back, and you could trade it aggressively from there and look for another push higher. It was finally the first time where trends were kind of failing. So something would test a previous support level, and it would lose support, and then maybe would just consistently trend lower.
Yeah.
And it was really difficult to get those trends to go back up higher again.
Hey, we wouldn't be able to do these face-to-face interviews if it wasn't for our sponsor, Cobra Trading. So if you could just give them a few seconds of your time, we'd really appreciate it. Cobra Trading is the go-to broker for day traders and short sellers. And I'm not the only one saying this. In fact, Benzinga awarded Cobra Trading as the go-to broker for short selling. They have a heavy focus on direct market access order routing, so you have the fastest execution. They have some of the best locate prices and availability. They also have amazing customer service. I've experienced many different brokers, and it's why I use them every single day and why I'm proud to have them as our sponsor. Sign up now by clicking the Be the Trader referral link below and earn 1 free month of software with Cobra and 25% off all commissions. Now let's get back to the show. Whenever you went through that period though, and you said you took a pretty big loss and it brought you back, but there wasn't a lot of opportunities available to kind of make it back fast. Did that mess with you psychologically? Like, how did you handle that? Did you like immediately get back on the horse and just kill it, or did it like take time? Like, what was that like?
No, yeah, it took a while, and I find a lot of the times that it's when I start in my journal that I keep. I'll notice, okay, I was able to make these losses back and go. And I kept noticing over and over again, okay, I'm taking losses that are bigger than my gains, mm-hmm. and it was the first time that it happened in a really long time. And then also my batting average was dropping as well. So basically all the stats were going from positive to negative pretty quickly.
Yep.
So it really just led me to having to pull back a lot, which was a tough pill to swallow because things have been going were crazy, and I just kind of kept thinking that my equity curve was just going to keep going straight up, and just had to realize that things had changed.
Was that realization made over a course of like a day? Like, what was that?
I do remember one specific day that it was just such a big loss. And then kind of like the weeks leading, like the days leading up to it, I was just coming to my desk thinking like, okay, it's fine. Like this is normal. This is just it's a big loss. We're going to make this back. And it's like, okay, can't find the things to make it back necessarily. I could make wins, but then support was getting lost and I couldn't keep runners, and it was just the big wins were not there consistently.
How do you go through that though? Because I know traders out there who are experiencing something like this, where they, take a big loss and then they try to like make those wins back, or make it back, if you will, get back to whole. How do you like continue to trade properly without letting yourself get tilted and continually like try to force trades that aren't really there?
I wish there was an easy answer, but it really just comes down to just seeing the numbers. Like at the end of the day, I just wasn't getting big wins like I used to. Yep. If I was, I'd have kept pressing. But it was just the fact that day in and day out, I was coming in and the numbers just weren't there. I guess just being diligent and tracking your performance, and that kind of tells you the shit. I know a lot of people talk about,
sure,
when do I size up? And I remember getting those questions a lot. And it was also like, when do you size down? Because there's times that you can't just keep taking the same size. Liquidity's not there. You're consistently stopping out and taking big stops because you're dropping into no bids. So you kind of have to look at it both ways. Sizing up and when to size down is really important as well.
I love what you said, because I know a lot of people will stick at one size throughout the whole trading career and be like, no, I got to stick at this level because they want to make it back, or they even double up their size, right? But you're saying like there should be a good opportunity to like scale back. So is that what you normally do whenever you start to take those hits?
Look, for a while, it was just sizing up. I mean,
yep,
for years, it was just increasing size because the account size was growing as well. So you just kind of keep that. And it wasn't necessarily my account size dropped so much that I had to drop my size, but it was just the results were not there. I wasn't getting the clean setups. I wasn't getting, my watch lists were shrinking.
Yep.
The ranges were shrinking. And so you just got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Totally understand. Well, look, Alex, I appreciate you being here today, brother. If you have any questions for him, check him out on Twitter at Alex. It's at TAGRTrades, and we'll have a link below. Yep. Thanks again, man.